Julie Chrisley is noticing a change in Grayson Chrisley. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a nice day before we begin the video. Please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. Todd Chrisley's son Grayson slept on his floor after prison release. The 52-year-old recently reacted to her son's firm boundaries with the family's new reality special, The Chrisleys. Back to reality after he refused to share a personal message from his mom during a confessional. "I commend Grayson," she told Today in an interview published September 10 despite not having seen the aired moment. "I love that he was able to set those boundaries because that's very important. As she put it, I'm so glad and so proud of him for that." Indeed, during the September 1 episode of their show, Julie and husband Todd Chrisley's 19-year-old refused to play a voice recording of his mom he had in a stuffed bear, which she had gifted him before reporting to prison in 2023. "I'm not playing it," he told the docuseries producers. "I don't want to listen to it. I feel like that's the last private thing I have." Why Todd Chrisley and Julie Chrisley's son Grayson slept in their room after prison release. Grayson, who wasn't yet 8 years old when his family began broadcasting their life on Chrisley Knows Best in 2014, added, "We give the cameras everything. That's one thing I won't." Meanwhile, Julie and Todd, who also shared Chase Chrisley, 29, Savannah Chrisley, 27, and Chloe Chrisley, 12, have also pulled back a bit on their reality personalities since their prison stays and subsequent pardons in May. "I have a much clearer perception of where I want my life to go, the direction I want it to go in," Todd explained in an interview with E! News in August. "I'm not as easily agitated over things that I was before. I don't really care about certain things that shouldn't have mattered to me then, and they matter less now." Indeed, the 56-year-old is far less concerned about the public's perception of him and his family. Julie Chrisley has always been known as the strong and nurturing heart of the Chrisley family. Through the ups and downs of public life, she has remained a voice of stability and encouragement for her children, no matter the challenges they face. Recently, however, Julie has been reflecting on something she sees unfolding in her youngest son, Grayson Chrisley. The teenager who once captured the attention of audiences with his humor and innocent charm on the family's reality show has now grown into a young man, and Julie is noticing a change that she cannot help but acknowledge both as a mother and as someone who has witnessed the passage of time with a deep emotional perspective. For years, fans watched Grayson grow up in front of the cameras. He was the mischievous boy who often brought laughter into the household with his witty remarks and playful demeanor. He was also the child who leaned on his parents for guidance in every step of his journey, always eager to share his thoughts and adventures with his family. Yet as time has passed, and as the family has faced new and difficult realities, Grayson has begun to step into a different role in life, one that reflects growth, maturity, and the inevitable transition from childhood into adulthood. Julie has seen this change in his words, his decisions, and even in the way he carries himself around his siblings and loved ones. Julie has always believed that children change in ways parents are never fully prepared for. No matter how much she tried to hold on to the little boy who once held her hand at every moment, she knows that time creates its own rhythm. With Grayson, that rhythm feels particularly striking. His voice has deepened, his outlook has shifted, and his priorities are no longer those of a child, but of a young adult who has witnessed more than many his age. Julie feels both proud and emotional about this transformation. She recognizes that her son is growing into a man shaped by both the love of his family and the challenges they have endured. The Chrisley family has been through a whirlwind of experiences, from fame on television to personal struggles that tested their unity. Julie believes that Grayson's evolution cannot be separated from the environment in which he has been raised. Unlike most teenagers who grow up away from the spotlight, Grayson has had to balance the pressures of public attention with the normal struggles of adolescence. This combination has accelerated his maturity, and Julie sees in him a quiet strength that makes her believe he is finding his own identity. She often reflects on the boy he once was and compares it with the young man she now sees, noticing subtle but profound differences. Grayson is no longer the carefree child who simply wanted to play sports or spend hours laughing with friends. He has become more thoughtful, more introspective, and more aware of the responsibilities that life demands. Julie sees him thinking about his future in a way that feels more intentional than before. She notices his conversations shifting toward goals, ambitions, and the kind of person he wants to be. These are the changes that touch Julie the most because they remind her that her little boy is gone, replaced by someone who is beginning to build his own path. It is a bittersweet realization for any parent, but for Julie, it comes with a deep sense of gratitude that Grayson is choosing to grow with strength and resilience. The family dynamic has also played a major role in shaping Grayson's current state. With his older siblings carving out their own lives and navigating their own challenges, Grayson has found himself observing their journeys closely. Julie has seen how he watches Savannah, Chase, and the others, learning from their choices and their mistakes. He has developed a sense of independence, but at the same time, he has become more connected to his siblings in ways that Julie cherishes. She believes that Grayson has grown into the kind of brother who values loyalty and compassion, and that change has not gone unnoticed by those closest to him. Julie often reflects on her role as a mother in guiding Grayson through these transitions. She knows that the foundation she built with him in his younger years continues to influence the person he is becoming. She believes that communication has been a key part of this growth. Where once their conversations were about homework or playful moments, now they often involve serious discussions about life choices, relationships, and values. Julie has noticed that Grayson listens with a maturity that surprises her, and he responds with a level of thoughtfulness that makes her proud. This is the kind of change she believes every parent eventually witnesses, but it still feels uniquely personal to her. For Julie, these changes are not just about milestones in Grayson's age, but about the emotional depth that he has developed. She sees him caring more deeply about the world around him, showing empathy toward others, and expressing himself with a sense of confidence that was not present before. His sense of humor remains intact, but it is now balanced by an awareness of responsibility. Julie finds herself admiring the man he is becoming, even while missing the little boy who once needed her for everything. It is a delicate balance of emotions that only a mother can understand. The journey has not been without its challenges. Julie knows that Grayson has faced pressures that sometimes weighed heavily on him. Growing up under public scrutiny is never easy, and Julie has always worried about how it would affect his self-image and emotional health. Yet she now notices that Grayson is finding healthier ways to cope with those pressures. He has developed hobbies and interests that give him joy outside of the public eye, whether it is through sports, personal projects, or spending time with close friends. Julie sees him carving out spaces where he can simply be himself. That shift gives her peace of mind, because she knows he is learning to protect his own well-being. Julie also believes that faith has played an important role in this transformation. The Chrisley family has always spoken openly about their belief in faith as a guiding principle, and Julie feels that Grayson has embraced those values in his own quiet way. She notices him reflecting more, taking time to think about his decisions, and considering how his choices align with the principles he was raised with. That kind of maturity gives Julie hope that Grayson is not only growing older, but growing wiser. It reassures her that no matter the circumstances, he is building a foundation that will serve him well in the future. Motherhood often comes with moments of realization that strike unexpectedly. For Julie, the realization that Grayson is changing has brought both tears and joy. She sometimes looks back at old photographs or remembers moments when he was just a little boy running around the house, and she feels a longing for those days. But at the same time, she knows that watching him grow into a responsible and thoughtful young man is one of the greatest rewards she could ask for. The change she is noticing is a reminder that life moves forward, and with it, children evolve into individuals with their own dreams and destinies. Julie speaks about Grayson with a mix of pride and tenderness, often saying that she sees qualities in him that inspire her as well. She notices his resilience, his ability to adapt, and his willingness to support his family through difficult times. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, America Trends 24, and stay with us.